Hey students, I'm going to walk you through how to complete all the work for this class. So if you if you just get oriented to this class, you need to be on the announcements page. You can get to the announcements page when you click My Courses and then you click this course, which is CYBR 1320, and it is section 111. And you will land on this announcements page right here. Now, if you look on the left nav panel over here, all of the weeks of this class are organized weeks 1 through 8. We are in week 1 right now, so you need to complete all your assignments by Saturday for week 1. Luckily, not really a lot to do this week. So, let's look at what's in these folders. All of the cyber classes are laid out this exact same way. They're laid out by weeks, and they're all laid out with these same folders here. So you'll get familiar with these classes as you move through them. There are not lectures in these classes. It is lab work. You're getting hands-on, you're remoting into real computers, you're doing real things, and learning real skills. Okay, you're not just sitting there listening to a lecture, trying to take notes, wondering if it's going to be on the test. You're actually doing and demonstrating real skills. So the three folders you need to pay attention to are the study, media, and assignments folder. All of your graded assignments will always be in the assignments folder. There will never be a graded assignment that is outside of the assignments folder. Now, this is, think of these classes, try and approach college like you're playing a sport and you're trying to score points, right? Because I mean, everybody wants to make an A. So here's how you score points. You need to spend the bulk of your time in this assignments folder doing the graded work. That's how you score the most points for in the least amount of time, which is kind of the goal. So in order to get to this assignments folder though, you may need to do some background reading and watch some background videos. So the background reading is always going to be in the study folder, and there you go, right? And then you can this week you can download and install some of the software on your computer. You need to work through this on your own and learn how to download and install this stuff on your own. I'm sure all of you know how to do that. It's a pretty basic skill. Yeah, if you don't though, feel free to reach out to a classmate. Work in teams, collaborate with your classmates. You can email them through Blackboard here. You know, y'all can y'all will find each other on campus, and just form study groups and schedule and work together. You can work together to complete these labs. You have to do your own lab, but you can work together to do the labs. You know, hey, bring all your laptops, sit around a table, bang out the labs together, sitting around a table. You know, talking through things. Like, that's how computer problems get solved. It's how software gets written. It's how firewall logs get analyzed by people sitting around a table with their laptops going, hey, look at this, what about this, and talking through it. You know, it's how you do it. Now, the media folder contains background videos and other information. It also contains practice labs. I would recommend doing the practice labs before you move to the graded lab. You need to kind of work through it. Let's see, let's go back here, media. Now, note on discussion boards. I would not waste a bunch of time on the discussion boards. They're not graded. You're welcome to type something up and put it in there. I just don't really see, you know, like glorified blog posts as being very instructive. That is why I've designed this class so that you spend most of your time doing hands-on labs. Now, let's move to the assignments folder. This is where you score points. So in week 1 here, all you have to do is complete the virtual lab prerequisite. So here's the link right here, and when you click this link, it will open a new tab, which I will do in a minute. Before I do that, I want to point this video out here. Here's a walkthrough video for how to do this lab. This video will walk you through not the whole lab, but part of the lab. So, because I'm not giving the whole thing away, but it'll walk you through part of the way through the lab, and then you can do the rest on your own. So when you click this link, it will open up Cengage MindTap. Now, if you have not created a MindTap account, this is where you need to do it. So create your Cengage MindTap account right here. right now, and then once you create it, you may need to close this tab out and then go back and re-click this link in order to get right here. But this is where you land. Your activity is ready, okay? And then you click this Start Assignment Now right here, and it will start the lab prerequisite. So, and then watch this video in order to know how to do it. So, I would recommend watching this video in full screen so you can see the screen recording. So, and just click share here, and then copy link, and then that'll get you the YouTube link, and you can go forth and enjoy. And that is kind of a walkthrough of week 1. Let's look over here in week 2. So if you see in week 2, this is where you start getting more labs. So you have 5 to do this week, and then if you look here, there are walkthroughs for some of these labs. Okay, so make sure take advantage of those videos, walking through those videos and how to do them. So not every lab has a walkthrough. So once you watch this video walkthrough, then do the lab. You should be able to take those skills and then open lab 1-2. You started with 1-1, open lab 1-2 and be able to walk through it. It's very important that you follow the instructions very precisely in all these labs. If you follow the instructions very precisely, you will finish them. So that's week 1, and then let's see. Oh yeah, we had moved to week 2. So if you notice here, brainscapes. What are these brainscapes? Well, one of the skills that we are learning in the CYBR program is memorization. This is a great skill. It will help you throughout your college career. People love to throw rocks at memorization because memorization is hard and it requires focused attention. And whenever something is hard, people are always going to come up with excuses and say things like, oh, it doesn't work, you're not really learning anything. All of that is a bunch of baloney. Memorization is learning. So I will, and you can watch this video for more information on that. So, but it's hard. You have to focus your attention in order to do it effectively, and that is also a good skill, focused attention. So, let's go back to where we were before. So in week 2, you start with these brainscapes, and you start out very slowly. So in week 2 here, you see there's only 20 cards. That's all you have to learn. You just memorize 20 terms. That's it, and it's super easy. I would recommend downloading the app on your phone and just doing these on your phone. I've memorized thousands and thousands of terms and definitions this way. And if you see, here's a list of the flashcards. So it's just terms and definitions. And you have to log in. I'm not logged in yet, so you need to create an account and log in, and you can see the full deck. And it is very simple, a list of just terms and definitions. Describe the tasks of securing information that is in a digital format. Information security. Super simple. And everything's preloaded for you. You don't have to create these flashcards. So, and in total, over the course of this class, you'll memorize 130 terms. And then the final exam, all of the questions from the final exam will be pulled from the terms that you memorized. So just know that the final exam comes from those terms. Let's see here. Make sure I covered everything. Oh, here's some PowerPoints. If you want to just flip through some PowerPoints, I just put them in there. You can use them or not. There's a ton of, if y'all are new freshmen just coming in here to college, in every class, you're just going to have just a blast of information in the class, and you need to figure out exactly, precisely what you need to do in order to get the most points, okay? So some things are just not worth spending time on because they don't lead to scoring points, right? So if you like learning by looking at PowerPoints, then look at the PowerPoints and skip the textbook reading. If you learn best by reading the textbook, these reading links here in the study folders, then read the textbook. If you learn best by reading the textbook, then flipping through the PowerPoints in order to reinforce the information, then do that. You need to figure out how your brain works, and it's a trial and error process. You need to figure out how your brain works, how you best absorb information. And you know what? You may figure out that really the best way to spend time in this class is to do the labs and memorize the flashcards, because you score points on the labs and you score points on this final exam here in week 8. So you're going to have to figure that out. And again, this class is not a super hard class. It is challenging, okay? But there are harder classes with more work to do as you progress in the cyber program. So I just want to tell you that up front. Now, if you're a new freshman and you're struggling with this class, don't give yourself a hard time about that, okay? You're a freshman. College is hard, right? I mean, people like drop out and fail out of college. Like, college is hard. So if you look at this amount of work and you're like, what? And you look at your other classes and all the work and you're like, what? Like, everybody has that reaction as a freshman. You are in good company, okay? You're not alone. You have got to block out hours per day for studying and doing these labs in order to succeed in this class. And I know you all can do it. I'm very glad you all are here and glad to have you all. And I really look forward to interacting with you more as this class progresses.